Guys, we are back with another exciting edition of Manual TV Sports Channel's daily updates. And quickly, let's look at the prefaces of today's stories. The star boy Mohamed Kudus has finally said bye-bye to Westham United and their fans. Have a lot of updates coming in from the camp of the star boy, and you're going to check them out in this video. Latest from the camps of the Black Queens, the Black Settlers, Black Stars captain Jordan Ayew, and other exciting and interesting stories coming in from the camp of Ghanaian and Black Stars players. But before I proceed with the details of all these stories, if you are new on this platform, quickly let's do it together. Kindly subscribe to the channel, hit on the post notification bell for more updates. Don't forget to please like the video and share to other social media platforms. You can follow Manual TV Sports both on Facebook and TikTok, and leave your decent comments in the comment box for special shoutouts at the end of my presentation. Quickly, let's get straightforward into the video.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up.
To commence with is a camp of our queens, the Black Queens of Ghana. So far, so bad for our queens. They've had underwhelming performance in their first two matches of the 2025 AFCON tournament in Morocco. 1 out of 6 points is very bad for our queens. I never expected that from our queens in the 2025 AFCON tournament. They are going again. That will be their last group game against Tanzania in Group C. That is coming Monday. It's a high-stake game for our queens. The results of this game will have an impact in our stay in the tournament as to whether you'll be going home or you'll be staying in the tournament. It's a must-win game for Ghana to get automatic qualification into the quarter-final stage of the competition. We are done with Group A and looking at the stands as it stands now. Morocco and Zambia, they are through to the quarter-final stage of the competition. And as you all know, we have only 3 groups, and first and second of each group will automatically qualify to the quarter-final stage of the competition, meaning they will need other 2 countries, of which they will come in for 2 of the 3rd best placed teams, of which if Ghana we are to win against Tanzania coming Monday, we've qualified to the quarter-final stage, because Senegal is now 3rd in their group, that is Group A, with only 3 points. So if you are to win against Tanzania, we are going to 4 points. You are not going to look at the results between Mali and South Africa. And that is that from the Queen's camp. Let's pray to support them. I think looking at the tactical knowings and technical intelligence from our technical team, it has not been the best so far. They need to sit down, prepare very hard for our last game. Why? Look at the kind of countries that we are competing against. The likes of Tanzania, Mali, even South Africa. Tanzania drew with South Africa after South Africa obliterated us by 2 goals to 0. Just look at this. We have to go in. The likes of Evelyn Bedu, we are not seeing you in the tournament. Doris Boedua, so far, you've disappointed me. Koloka and the other queens, Grace Asantua, you have to lift up your game in order to lift the flag of Ghana high in Morocco. Do the do, because you can do it. Let's look at the groups as it stands now. We are done with Group A. And after everything in Group A, Morocco is leading with 7 points plus 3 goals. Nora Hoptel and her Zambia team second with 7 points plus 2 goals. So they had the same point, just the goals different, plus 3 plus 2. And let's look at the 3rd country in the group, Senegal. They are waiting to see how things will be happening in other groups, of which they are having 3 points plus 2 goals. DR Congo, they are done. They are not part of the tournament again. 0 points minus 7 goals. With these 2 groups, they are left with their last group matches, of which Nigeria is leading Group B with 6 points plus 4 goals. Algeria, 4 points plus 1 goal. And it's going to be Nigeria versus Algeria tomorrow, another highly contested game. Tunisia, 1 point minus 3 goals. Botswana, 0 points minus 2 goals. Any other country in this group can make it to the quarter-final stage of the competition. Group C, where we can see our queens. South Africa leading with 4 points plus 2 goals. Mali 4 points plus 1 goal. Tanzania 1 point minus a goal. and Ghana 1 point minus 2 goals. We just have to win the game against Tanzania so that we can book our tickets into the quarterfinal stage of this competition. And that is that from our Queens, at least, even though they are not doing well, but we have to pray and support them. And that is that from their camp. Let me shift my focus to the camp of the star boy, Mohamed Kudus. So far, so good. Mohamed Kudus had 2 years explosive spell at Westham United, and he has bid farewell to the club. He's now done with the club after making a complete deal to Tottenham Hotspur. Kudus Mohamed played 82 games at Westham United. With the 82 games, he scored 19 goals and provided 15 assists in his inaugural campaign with Westham United. That was where we saw the star boy indeed. But the second part of his contract at Westham United, we didn't see anything. Kudus in his inaugural campaign played 47 matches. He scored 14 goals and provided 11 assists. That was when he had the double figures. And in the second campaign, he played 35 games. He scored about 5 goals and provided 4 assists in all competitions. So in a total of 82 games, 19 goals and 14 assists. Mohamed Kudus had said bye-bye to West Ham United fans, and he expressed his gratitude on his official Twitter page. Let's check it out on our screens. This was he said: "Pleasure to be a hammer running life's marathon. Thank you for the warm seat through it all. Best wishes for the season and the future at West Ham United." He needed to hashtag Tottenham Hotspur and others. Kudus Mohamed dreams, and that is that from the camp of the star boy. I've seen a picture going viral about the star boy Mohamed Kudus, where his West Ham United jersey has been bent by a West Ham United fan. It was even a signed Mohamed Kudus West Ham jersey, and you could see that this symbolizes disappointment and anger from some of the fans. And I don't know whether this fan was thinking about Kudus Mohamed is going to be at West Ham United forever in his career throughout his football journey. But I don't know. It's a football journey. Anything can happen. Even Kudus joining Tottenham Hotspur this summer. Next winter, he can join another club. That is football. If you are to perform well, at least you'll be interested by other clubs. And he has done it to Tottenham Hotspur. So if you don't love him for he leaving West Ham United, you should also continue to support him as he's joining Tottenham Hotspur. And that is that from the camp of Mohamed Kudus. Before I leave Mohamed Kudus camp, Mohamed Kudus, after signing for Tottenham Hotspur, had to answer certain questions. These are quick fire questions, of which he gave out quick fire answers. But the one that I'm much interested is that he expressed and showed his deepest admiration for Lionel Andre Messi. He said Lionel Andre Messi is his biggest idol, and this should tell you the level of which Mohamed Kudus is aiming for. He's aiming for Lionel Andre Messi's level. And let's check this one out in the video.
If you weren't a footballer, what would you be? A musician? I've got some bars. Which Spurs teammate are you most looking forward to meeting? Van der Ven? What is your favorite movie? Wakanda, bicycle kick, or solo run goal? Solo run goal. What is a word your friends, family would use to describe you? Starboy. Shine the light anywhere I go. Who is your biggest idol? Messi. What is your biggest fear? Not being able to live through my values that I believe in. First football shirt you ever owned? Strong Tower, a local team in my area. What's your favorite thing to do outside of football? Spend time with close ones. What was the last concert you went to? Black Sharif's concert in London a couple of days ago. It's tough. Who is your favorite music artist? I have a few, but I'll go Stoneboy. Nice questions.
And that is that from the camp of the star boy Mohamed Kudus. Now let me move on to Spain. As I've already reported to you on this platform, last season the La Masia signed 2 Ghanaian players, David Odro Emmanuel and Abdulaziz Issa. And as you all know, for Abdulaziz Issa, they've parted ways with him. left with David Odro Emmanuel. And for Abdulaziz Issa, his was a season-long loan and an option to purchase him permanently. By looking at his performances, he didn't lure at where the technical team was looking at the La Masia. So now we don't know where he's going. But for David Odro Emmanuel, his contract runs until 2027. And I've already reported to you that they have some La Masia players that they are looking forward to giving them to other clubs in order for them to get enough time, same as to be in a top competition. According to the latest reports coming in, Girona in the Spanish La Liga have shortlisted David Odro Emmanuel to get a signature. They are looking out for permanent deal with the guy, but the La Masia boys and Barcelona team are also looking for season-long loan so that they can have a full control of who he will be just after his season-long loan. Maybe he might perform and his contractual terms with Girona will go up. That is the latest coming in. But according to the latest reports coming in, he is on the list of Girona and negotiations are ongoing between Girona and Barcelona La Masia. And as you all know, Girona is not a bad team, but last season it wasn't good for them. They were placed 16th at the end of last season. That's the 2024-2025 La Liga season. And that is just coming in from his camp. Let me end this presentation from the camp of Black Stars captain and forward, Jordan Ayew. In a preseason match for Leicester City against OH Leuven today, he scored directly from a corner kick. And let's check this one out. Let's enjoy it together. The way he was able to score this goal, I think it's not easy to score directly from corner kick, and he did that. Just check it out. Let's enjoy it together. And that is it from Jordan Ayew.
It's whipped towards goal. It's got it from the corner. Wind assisted, but still spectacular. A very composed celebration.
So that was an interesting corner kick from Jordan Ayew. He did well. And for now, I've seen that Jordan have improved on the set pieces, be it free kick or corner kick. He can score from any moment. So let's see how this is going to benefit the Black Stars of Ghana in our subsequent matches. But before I leave finally, let's talk about the Black Satellites of Ghana. The 2025 Wafu Zombie Under-20 Cup of Nations tournament is still ongoing in Ghana. And after our draw against Nigeria, our next game will be on the 16th of this month. That is Ghana versus Benin. That will be our last group game. And as you all know, we have 3 countries in Group A, meaning every country is going to play 2 matches, of which Ghana, we've already played 1 game. And our last group game will be against Benin on the 16th of July. Nigeria will also take on Benin, which will be Benin's first game of the tournament, but Nigeria's second group game, of which will be their last group game against Benin or in the group and of the tournament, and they will see whether they can progress to the semi-final stage of the competition. So that is that coming from the camp of the Black Satellites of Ghana. Today they trained at the Ghana Soccer Center of Excellence as they are joined up for their game against Benin. That is their last group game to see whether they can qualify to the semi-final stage of the competition. Indeed, Ghana, we are hosting, so we should try as much as we can. We should fire on all cylinders to get into the semi-final stage of the competition. And that is that from all the latest coming in from the camp of Ghanaian and some Black Stars players. I will end here with my presentation. I was being supported by my hardworking chief editor, Emmanuel Kwame Asiedu, and my amazing graphic designer, Dominic. Before I take a leave of you, let me give special shout out to my amazing and cherished viewers under my previous videos. Special shout out to Kwejo Amufa Jumo, I do appreciate your support. Edward Papasen, God richly bless you. I do appreciate your support always. Emmanuel Phoebe, I do appreciate your support. Eric Nyama, God richly bless you. Eric Nyama of South Africa, God richly bless you. Agri, Finn, Justice, Daniel, I do appreciate your support to Manuel TV Sports. Edward Papasen, Mr. Bronzy, Nana Achiman, I do appreciate your support. Beatrice Yabua, I appreciate your support. Olembe Wahab, I do appreciate your support. Elijah Nana Sante, I do appreciate your support. Amasafo, I do appreciate your support. And this is In and Out, or Mint 3D TV, I do appreciate your support. Mr. Bronzy, Eric Nyamba, again, a legend announcer, and all those who watched but didn't comment, and all those who commented, God richly bless each and every cherished viewer on this platform. You can also check out other videos on the second platform, that is Sports Fella. We are working hand in hand, Mano TV Sports and Sports Fella. So at times, if you don't get updates on this platform, you can just switch it to Sports Fella to have a full glare of what is happening around the world of sports. Let's meet in the next one and keep it locked on this platform. As a Frenchman would say, au revoir!